I think that what former President Olusegun Obasanjo said is actually in the right direction. Regionalism, sectionalism, tribalism, religious inclination should have nothing to do with party politics. I think he is speaking from experience. Don't forget he was a former military head of state, equally a former civilian president. He's a war veteran whom have fought to keep this country together. So he comes with a lot of experience, and whatever he says is coming out of experience and out of knowledge, out of what he knows and have seen in the past and the present, and is hoping to be part of the future. Whether we like it or not, the voice of former President Olusegun Obasanjo is a voice of wisdom, because he's a nationalist, he's an elder statesman. So I think regionalization of political party has nothing to do with good governance. Good governance is about qualitative leadership, it's about patriotism, it's about nationalism, it's about the interest of the country, the interest of the people. It's about focused thinking. It's about putting on the table what is expected of a leader to provide for the led, and also to lead a country that today is about 226 million in population, like they usually say, the giant of Africa, or the largest black nation even in the world. I don't think it is about regionalization, but I agree with him, it's about good governance and the qualitative leadership. And also party politics, just like my brother the doctor said, I think breathing back to history, the Nigerian political historical antecedents indicate and suggest that the best way to go politically is multi-party system, because IBB tried what should have been the best political arrangement in Nigeria, but somehow it didn't work. Because of diversification, even today, if you look at it critically, we have two major players politically. The the APC today, and of course the PDP. And then before now, before the present arrangement, if you look at during Obasanjo's era, it was PDP and the APP, later ANPP. So it has always been multi-political arrangement, but then there's always two major political parties coming to play.
And do you think that is good enough for our democracy?
I think we borrowed our democratic system from the American system of American presidential system. That is where we borrowed our own presidential system from. And even in America today, you have two major political parties, though you have multiple political parties in practice per se, but you have only two major political parties yes, they are the only active ones, but you have so many that are just relatively there in the name of political parties, but you have two major political parties in America, the Democrat and the Republicans. And that was what former President Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida wanted to adopt by having SDP and the NRC, which he called a little to the left and a little to the right. And I think that is the best form of political arrangement that Nigeria should have if it has come to stay, if it were to be sustained. Unfortunately, because of the annulment of the June 12th, that arrangement didn't stand the test of time. But up till tomorrow, I still think it was a good initiative, it was a good thinking by former President Babangida. It was also patriotic to bring out two political parties. Don't forget, what he did was, after the creation of the two political parties, he even provided for all the political parties state and local government offices, which is to say there is already a structure that those two political parties are supposed to exist on, and then bring whoever that they wanted to bring to contest whatever election at whatever level, and then for Nigeria to have good governance. Unfortunately, it didn't really play out. But today what we are having, APC and the PDP, of course, with the last 2023 election, where you have the Labour Party and then the NNPP providing a space, or rather competing with each other politically. 2027 is just around the corner, and the permutation that is going on right now is all about 2027. The Malam Shekaro's led group that went to see President Olusegun Obasanjo and that made him to say what he said is, like I said, he's saying it as of experience, and it's all about 2027. It's all about juxtaposing, galvanizing, reaching out, mobilizing, rearranging, reorganizing towards 2027. So it's all about politics, and whether we like it or not, that is how it is. That is how it's going to continue. But then you can have some modifications that will suit the system of Nigeria, because, like I said, we borrowed the presidential system from America. I think Nigerians should have their own pattern of democracy, even if it's going to be the continuous presidential system, maybe with a little modification.